सूची, वो ग्लव्स कारपेंटर के थे। वो जो तुम्हारे घर आया था, गुप्ता। ये सारी चोरी उसी ने की। क्या हुआ?
वही तो है गुप्ता जी, क्या चीज?
Oh no!
So I know a lot of you have checked out my show Kumbala Investigation Agency. I've always been infatuated with the world of detectives, spies and espionage, and that's why I think it's only natural that we would do an episode like this right here on WAC. We're going to explore India's External Intelligence Agency, some really cool facts about them and how you can be a spy. If you have any really cool facts about RAW that you want to share with the rest of the tribe, then go ahead and do just that in the comment section below. While India does have all these intelligence agencies and they do some pretty commendable work, this week on WAC I just wanted to focus on RAW. Until 1968, the Intelligence Bureau used to handle both India's internal and external affairs. But after India's performance in the border war with China, it became pretty clear that there was a need for a separate external intelligence agency. And that's why we had the formation of RAW. RAW is the only agency from this entire list that reports directly to the Prime Minister of India. Even the CIA or the MI6 do not report to their Prime Minister directly. So what exactly do they do? Thousands of RAW spies worldwide are gathering intelligence, watching suspects, tracking down terrorist groups, keeping an eye on different foreign governments, especially those that have a bearing to India's national security, creating these mega databases and also controlling and limiting the supply of military hardware to Pakistan. The first head of RAW was Mr. Rameshwar Nath Rao, who in his 9 years with RAW gained a reputation internationally as well as a mastermind. RAW's motto is Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita, which loosely translated means the law protects when it is protected, and RAW really has protected our nation. There have been so many times when they have foreseen or intercepted attacks that are taking place on India, whether it's from terrorist groups, ISI or Pakistan's army, or even an attack that was to take place on our Prime Minister before it could have been implemented. RAW also played a very key role in keeping India's first nuclear tests under wrap. In fact, they did such a good job that these tests went under the radar of US and Chinese intelligence services. It also led to the formation of the International Nuclear Suppliers Group, which now keeps a tab on all nuclear movements and activity all over the world. It is also rumored that RAW is said to have intercepted phone calls 2 to 3 months prior to the 26/11 attacks. However, these calls were not taken under consideration. There have also been many more other moments where RAW has even gone beyond the borders in offering help to other nations. So how can you join this world of spies and espionage? In earlier days, the recruitment process was straight out of movies, like the story of Ravindra Kaushik. This 23-year-old theatre artist was picked up, put through extensive training and went on to become one of India's most famous undercover agents. However, today, RAW does not have a website where you can go and apply. When you type RAW India in Google, the next thing to show up is how to apply, which means that there are a lot of people out there that are interested. But one line that I kept coming across is that you don't apply, they come to you. While some people do get recruited directly from the armed forces or the civil services, another option would be to go and do the civil service course from this academy. It is rumored that RAW then conducts an interview at the end of the course. Besides all of this, another great option just for yourself would be to learn many languages, especially Chinese, Russian and Urdu. It's also very important to be fit, have a well-rounded personality and give a 200% to everything that you do just so that you can stand out from the crowd. While most of the secretaries of RAW have been IPS officers, there have been some exceptions to the rule, like these guys. No woman has ever been a secretary of RAW. In fact, very few women have even worked as RAW spies. Our movies have given us this very different picture of what working at RAW must be like. In reality, in most cases, there will be no guns, no fast cars and no sexy foreign agents. on the days when you're not out on the field, there'll probably just be a lot of research, filing cases, and building on leads. But once you do go out there, onto the field and onto a case, there's a lot of anonymity. Staying away from your family for long periods of time without any direct contact, taking on other personalities, and basically becoming another whole person. At the end of the day, there's not too much information about RAW, and unlike other democracies, India has been very shy to declassify their files. They've even not authorized a history of RAW. An ex-RAW chief once turned around and said that we are okay if people want to talk about our failures, but we don't want our successes to become public. With so much secrecy around RAW and its agents, in life, if ever someone comes up to you and says that he or she is a RAW agent, then you definitely know that they're not. That's it from me on WACK today. I really hope you've liked today's episode. Let me know in that comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and help increase the tribe. I'll catch you guys again very soon. Ciao.